Jade Cargill haters are not going to like this one, and I'll be honest, I can actually understand why you would not like this. It's pretty bold to say it straight up. Okay, let's be real. There is a civil war brewing in the comment section in forums all over the wrestling world, and it's also centered around one person, Jade Cargill. You've got one side saying that she has the look, the presence, and a certified superstar. Then you have the other side screaming that she's been pushed way too fast and isn't ready to be in the spot that she's in. But what if I told you that a legendary WWE Hall of Famer, a man who knows a thing or two about getting over with the crowd, just dropped a comparison for Jade that is going to make her critics' heads absolutely explode? Yeah, let's talk about Rikishi's controversial take. We're talking about the one and only Rikishi. Now, he was speaking on his Rikishi Fatu Off the Top podcast, and he tackled the reports that some people backstage in WWE don't think Jade Cargill is on the same level as a megastar like Rhea Ripley. Now, you'd think he might agree there, right? Maybe say she needs more time. Nope. He went in the complete opposite direction and dropped some serious high praise that frames this whole debate in a completely new light. He looked at the reports and basically said, hold on, you don't get the specimens that look like that often. And then he dropped a bombshell. He called Jade Cargill a reborn version of Chyna, the black version. Now, that's a direct quote, so let that sink in. Now, look, Chyna was a once-in-a-generation, game-changing force. To put Jade in the same category is a massive statement. He said, and I quote, "You see her, she looks like a goddess. You stick her in a Marvel movie and that movie will be a hit." And he's not wrong. She is an undeniable star. She has an undeniable star presence, and it's not just about in-ring skill, it's about larger-than-life aura. And Rikishi has also pointed out that she brought a huge, ready-made fan base with her to WWE that has only gotten bigger since she arrived. Now let's talk about her unconventional path. To really understand this whole situation, you'd have to remember Jade's journey in wrestling is completely backwards compared to almost anyone else. Most wrestlers spend years grinding it out in high school gyms, bingo halls on the independent scene, and wrestling in front of 50 people, honing their craft in the dark. Not Jade Cargill, okay? Her very first pro wrestling match was on national television. Kick it back, March 2021, episode of AEW Dynamite, teaming up with NBA legend Shaquille O'Neal. Can you imagine the pressure? It's like learning to drive for the very first time during the Indy 500. She was immediately positioned as a huge star and had to learn how to be a pro wrestler in front of a live TV audience where every single mistake was magnified. And you know what? She absolutely thrived. She went on a ridiculously long undefeated streak and became the first ever and longest reigning AEW TBS champion, holding that title for over 500 days. She was a already main event level type talent before she even walked through the doors in WWE. Now, let's look at the modern WWE challenge. Now, here's where Rikishi's argument gets really interesting and ties into the challenges of that being in today's WWE. He points out that the developmental landscape is totally different now. Back in the day, wrestlers had a ton of non-televised live events or house shows to get their reps in, try new things, and work out the kinks in a low-pressure environment. Today, the schedule is much lighter, and on those house shows, well, not a lot of people get a lot of reps because there's no house shows, basically. This means that nearly all of the in-ring work talent, including Jade, happens to be going down on live television. There's almost no room for error. Now, given her unique background in this modern reality, Rikishi's advice to the company is simple. Be patient. He said, if it was me, I'd be patient with her. I would just give her a little bit more extra repetitions in the ring and kind of tap into the weak spots. Now, let's go into the Rhea Ripley comparison that haters will hate. Now, for the part that this video gets its title, Rikishi directly compared her developmental journey to that woman everyone holds to the highest regard, the highest standard, and that's Rhea Ripley. He explained Rhea Ripley, the same way. It started in the beginning, and until she found her groove, I don't think that maybe Jade didn't find it yet, but don't give up on her yet. And then the knockout blow by Rikishi, he said, hey, Rhea Ripley Look at her. She found it, and she's one of the biggest superstars, female superstars in WWE today. He's basically saying that all of the fans anointing Rhea Ripley as a finished product didn't get to see all of the times that she had to struggle, okay? We see Rhea Ripley as we see her today, but she had to evolve and find her character and her confidence. Now, Rikishi, he believes that Jade is on that same path. He said, so for all you haters, she's not on Rhea Ripley's level. Rikishi, well, he thinks not yet, but she can be. So he compares her to Chyna, and he also compares her to Rhea Ripley. So he's backtracking just a smidge. Look, I don't think Jade is on the same level as Rhea Ripley just yet, but I think she has the potential to be, in terms of a legit main eventer. I don't think she has the charisma as a Rhea Ripley, though, just to say. Now, just to prove out that he's handing out praise for no reason, Rikishi also talked about the epic three-way match for the Women's World Championship at SummerSlam between Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, and his own daughter-in-law, Trinity Fatu. He called the psychology absolutely on point, and he said it was one of the best matches on the card, showing that he recognizes and appreciates elite in-ring work. So, let's look ahead. What is the big next test for Jade Cargill? Well, it's right around the corner. She's slated to go 1-on-1 with our women's champion Tiffany Stratton, September 12th on an episode of SmackDown. This is big. It's a big opportunity for Jade to win back the title. If they do so, the only problem is I don't think they're going to have Jade win back the title here. I think if they were going to put the title on Jade, she would have just won it at SummerSlam. They wouldn't have beat her like a drum. And I think the fact that this is on SmackDown, it probably leads to like a no contest because, or a DQ or a Smalls or whatever, because they don't really have anything for Tiffany. And they really don't have anything for Jade. So I think we're going to get this delayed a little bit. But what do you think? Is Rikishi right? Is Jade Cargill a future Chyna level superstar who just needs a little bit more time to put the pieces together? Or do the haters have a point? Let me know down in the comments area below what your thoughts are. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more wrestling deep dives, and hit that notification bell so you will not miss a thing. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you in the next one. I cannot wait to talk about Jade Cargill going forward. There's a lot of interesting takes out there regarding Jade, and a lot of interesting hot takes and opinions and everything like that. She's just a lightning bolt, right? People like to talk about her. She's fun to talk about. You're either a Jade Cargill supporter or a Jade Cargill hater. It really just kind of falls down in where you land. But yeah, we'll see.